Yo, what's up guys, it's Garrison here and welcome back to the channel. So today I'll be doing a first listen to Astro's second full album called All Yours. Now I know some of y'all may be thinking right now, finally Garrison, or also thinking, what, Garrison's actually doing a first listen to Astro, one of Astro's albums? I mean, first things first, this is actually, believe it or not, my first listen that I'm doing to an Astro album on the channel here, but I have listened to a couple of Astro's mini albums on my own time, especially their debut one. But aside from that, I haven't been keeping too up to date to Astro's B-sides, so I guess today is the day where I start familiarizing myself with Astro's B-sides, and especially here on their second mini album. So I'm quite excited for this, as I saw familiar names prior to this on the track listing, and a lot to talk about and a lot of people to shout out when I do this first listen. We got about 9 B-sides to check out, so we're gonna be eating good today. At least I am, because I'm sure y'all have listened to these B-sides already. But enough talk, let's just get into it, shall we? Alright, so for the first song we have here, it is called Dear My Universe. We love to see it, of course, Rocky and Jinjin working together with Park Woo-sang in terms of the lyrics department, but on the production and arranging side, we got Park Woo-sang and Skinner Box. So let's go. Oh. Oh. I just started with Eunwoo and the acoustic guitar. Oh. Love the hi-hats here. Wow. Very lovely and sweet sounding, I've got to say. Rocky. Ooh. It's a Jinjin. You always stay in my life. I'm trying to connect the dots. Somewhat consoling, I've got to admit, in terms of the lyrics that I'm seeing. Rocky. Where's this going though? The layering in this song though. Wow. It really makes you feel like all the tension is on you, you know, because they are, you know, at the end of the day, you are their universe, you know what I'm saying? Like the world is revolving around you, right? It's so lovely and sweet sounding, like I said, and in some ways very consoling, I've got to admit, especially seeing how the lyrics were done. But I really love the soundscape to this song, I've got to admit, tied along with Astro's vocals, and especially loved Rocky and Jinjin's part for sure. How it went from those two boys, it's so good. I mean, I really love the usage of some percussion instruments, a good mix of synthesizers going on that really tied this song together, and a bit of like vocal effects or dragging of the vocals, like a reverb going on by some members' parts are really good. It really adds to that kind of universe type of feel, you know what I'm saying? So we're not even beginning with this song. Let me bring it to a part. Let's start from here. Let's go from Moonbin, I believe, right here. Oh, I just love how the hi-hats were done in this, you know? Usually these hi-hats are done for like a build-up, or hi-hats are usually done for a build-up or to add more emphasis, and I really like how it's just there in the back when Sana comes in, right? So good. And the strumming of the guitar. This line gets me, like this line out of the others really get me, to be honest. You always stay in my life. I'm trying to connect the dots the moment. You just feel like you are the moment, you know? Oh, here we go. Little background vocal in the back there on the emphasis on the end of Rocky's line here. So he says, mind you, there's lost in translation at times for these songs, these lyric video type things that I see from time to time, but I'm trying to get closer to a planet called you. This place looks as beautiful as ever. Whew. And then I love how the ever gets emphasized. Love his approach with it too. You hear that layer in there in Jinjin's vocals, always in this place till the end. Yeah, I'll treat you the same as before till the end. Always the same. Always the same treatment, that good treatment. No one can fix my habit of looking only at you. Oh. And then let's just bring it like here-ish. Around here, like right here. Rocky, right? I really like how like something being muted, like the drums or something, and then it starts building up here, you know. You always stay in my life. 수많은 점이 이어지려 하네. Now I can hear you, I can feel you. Change my world. 깜깜한 밤이 길어지려 할 때. 날도 환히 비친 universe. Dear my universe, what a start to this second full album for this first listen. Of course, I could see myself listening to this song for sure. Oh, it just feels like the world is really revolving around you or something, or you're like in space and or something like that. But yeah, I love how bright and lovely sounding it is, and at times I am a sucker for these kind of songs, I've got to admit, from time to time through my first listens. But let's just get into the next B-side now, shall we? Alright, so this next one is called Butterfly Effect. I'm seeing Hwang Bin and Jinjin in terms of the lyrics department, but we have Sun and Royal Dive in terms of the production and arrangement side of this song. Now, if y'all not familiar with Royal Dive, get familiar, as Royal Dive has worked with significant artists. I'm talking about the likes of Ha Sang-woon, I'm talking about the likes of Bobby, and on his second full album, and also NCT in the past. But let's go. Oh, the piano here. Oh, the snapping. Oh, just how Moonbin entered on this. Ooh, MJ. Ooh. Very angelic-like delivery that I'm hearing so far from the members. Oh, ooh, Rocky. Vocalist Rocky here. Oh, Jinjin. Oh. Just how they're delivering their lines in the song is just so beautiful. And then back to Unwoo. Wow. Rocky's really killing his parts in this song. Now the piano is much louder here. Oh, I love the horns in this song as well. We can hear them here. The tempo to this song too. Wow. First things first, I got to say that this song has so many elements to it that make it so title track worthy, to the point where it's like very, very, title track material, title track worthy, I've got to admit, to the point where I would love to see a performance of Butterfly Effect if they have not done one yet. I can totally see a choreo going along to this song as well, and I can imagine them performing this because this song is just that good. First things first, I gotta address right away though. Rocky really shined in this. I mean, what, like, main vocalist Rocky in this? Oh, just how he delivers Fly High at the end of his lines. And then Jinjin too, how he hits the rap and then he hits certain notes in this song. The power notes in this song were so beautiful, and really am surprised with what kind of key they entered in and what kind of key they used for this one. Pretty high in key, and considering how the song was delivered with their vocals. But wow, where do I begin with this? Let's just start from like here, the start actually. Piano, of course. Just the chords going on here. The snapping. I really love how it starts with the piano and then you hear the snapping going on, and then once Moonbin entered, the snapping was taken away, and then later on, right after the snapping was picked up after. It's just something small, but I like how he entered, really, with the snapping. And back to... I was so surprised when MJ came in too. Really good approach. Oh, Moonbin. And into Eunwoo. Very angelic like. And then right here we start hearing the drop, right? And then we hear the horns come in ever so often with the drum kit going on with Rocky. This time around, unlike other songs, Man's like become a main vocalist or something. Like, his vocals are so beautiful in this song. Fly. Woo. Okay, here we go. Really love his lines here. As I run without failing through the lights at the end. Hold up. And how like that bass comes in once he gets more hard in the paint in terms of his flow in here, like how he picks it up. Here comes the bass. Got myself in the beauty. And then we speed it up like around here, about here. No, before that. Really love how the piano is now up in the front, right in this part, of course. Just how the bridge breaks down in the final chorus is so beautiful. Fly. Fly high. Love the lyrics in this song too. and how it ends too. Butterfly effect. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Even though it's this early, I've got to say right away this is my favorite B-side, even though we're 2 songs into this first listen for their second full album. Butterfly Effect, easily my favorite B-side so far, and definitely one of my favorites in general, coming from Astro themselves, it just has that kind of it factor to it that can make it so easily be done as a title track. Can't emphasize that enough, but I really love how Jinjin really shined in this, and then the likes of Rocky going with his delivery and the lines at the end there with the fly high, hitting those notes is just everything. It really is very angelic sounding, like I said, and that really connects to the lyrics that I'm seeing from all the members in this song, and then of course this song titled as Butterfly Effect. But with that being said, let's just get into the next B-side now, shall we? So this next song is called Someone Else. Now I'm seeing the likes of Damien and my man's Peno Meko on the lyrics for this song. Now if y'all not familiar with the two, be sure to search up both solo artists. I'm talking about Damien, who has wrote lyrics for other artists in the past, but has huge releases as a solo artist, the likes of Cassette. I think his sound is so niche and so one of a kind. His songs just hit differently compared to other solo artists, so I think he is on the right path, and I love what he's doing as of recently. But for Peno Meko, in case y'all didn't know, he has recently signed with P Nation, and he used to be with Million Market, and he has worked with his friends, the likes of course Zico and also Crush, but he has, believe it or not, worked with huge artists as well. I'm talking about ITZY, I can recall correctly, seeing him the track listings in the early days of ITZY in the title tracks like Icy, if I recall correctly, and in B-sides, and showing his influence in those songs with his rap verses that he writes or lyrics for those artists. So I'm not going to be surprised if the rap goes hard for this one for Someone Else. But on the production side, I'm seeing Flowblow, who I really recognize, a production team who tends to work with Huey hand in hand. I've seen in the past for other boy groups and also with Huey himself. Such a recognizable sound. I've got to admit how refreshing their songs that they put out for many artists out there. But let's go. Ooh, like the cowbell here. Not too loud though. It's like tapping it. Oh, Moonbin. And these metallic sounds too, like some sort of metallic percussion instrument. Ooh. The bass guitar here though, with Moonbin. Oh, Jinjin. Quite a synth pop track so far from what I'm hearing. Quite dynamic of a song that I'm hearing because of these percussion instruments. Okay. How it just slows down with MJ here every time. Like these 808 claps going on. Loving the energy in this song as well. Oh, hold up. Where is this going? Build up. Oh, not yet. I love the A's in the back. Now it's the build up, of course. With the snare. Woo! Oh. Wow. First things first, I've got to admit the chorus is super catchy. I really love the hooks in this song, but I really love the rap in this song. It doesn't stay the same way, and I really love how it slows down in this song in some moments. It has its peaks, it has its drops in a good way, you know, to keep us engaged and all. But hey, really, I love this song between the three of them here. Let's start from like right here. Sort of like, you know, the strumming of the guitar, sure, but like this cowbell that's quite quiet in the back. I'm hearing a lot of percussion instruments in this song, and I love it so much, even though this is more so heavier of a synth pop type of song with another genre. Like, obviously here I'm like, okay, there's no way I'm thinking this is a synth pop song. Maybe more so electro. Oh, what am I hearing there? Hold up. You could hear like the tapping of the bongos in the back really quietly too. How it breaks down and slows down with Moonbin, and then later on in the song, of course, MJ, if I recall correctly. Here comes the piano. Here comes the bass guitar and the tambourine, I believe, or the shakers, more so a tambourine, I believe, tambourine. Oh, and the shakers too, maybe. Yeah. So playful, Jin's part. And as we progress in this song, right? Right here. Love the attitude and approach coming from Jin in this one. I love it. I love it. I love it. So good. Hey. And then now it breaks down, slows down, brings it back with MJ. Oh, somewhat romantic, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I love the titling of this song, Someone Else, too. Everything just works out so well. Tell ya. The lyric in this song, too. Nails, no one else but you. And then we progress into here. Love this bridge, honestly. You star, with the snare. Wait. The vocal techniques, like the runs, the high notes. Chef's kiss. MJ Jinjin Moonbin, what a combo, everyone. That's got me thinking if there's gonna be another song with like 3 members or a certain amount of members in the other B-sides, but I shall see. So let's just continue this first listen, shall we? Alright, so this next song is called S&S. I guess I was right. Now we're seeing Eunwoo, Rocky, and Sana together for this song. Now, in terms of the song, I'm seeing Rocky in the lyrics department. We love to see it. But, of course, we are seeing familiar names again, Royal Dive, but I really want to mention Joe Malone in this one. Now, if y'all not familiar with Joe Malone, I highly recommend checking out Joe Malone and the songs that he has featured on. He is also an artist himself, and I've seen him in track listings before, and I've heard his influence before, and in case y'all didn't know, in my intro, I have a mix of Secret Numbers Holiday, as well as Zydo's song called SLY that features Joe Malone, SLY standing for Still Love You, a bop and a half. So I'm pretty sure this one is gonna be good, as well as I'm seeing familiar names here, but let's go. Okay, I have a feeling this one's gonna be fun. The strumming here of the guitar. Very sweet sounding so far. Oh yeah. Hey. Oh, Sana in this one though. Oh, the strumming there of the guitar. Hey. How he's dragging Fly. I can totally feel Joe Malone's influence on this. Especially with the bass going on. And the snare. Ooh. Rocky. What a vibe. Very chill, relaxing, but so sweet at the same time. Hey. Very easy to sing along to. The 808 bass is so good in this. Oh, hit that wrong, but what a song, everyone. I love Rocky singing in this one. Just straight good vibes in this one. Very sweet sounding, but very chill at the same time. I really love Sana's lovely parts in this song as well. But like I said, I can totally feel Joe Malone's influence in terms of the lyrics department, as well as the others on this song as well. Where do we begin with this? Let's go like around here. Like, why not with Sana? Love the rhyme scheme that's going on here and there in the song, I've got to admit. It may seem so little, but that strumming of the guitar in the back adds so much. Really, it does. Sana's parts are just so good in this one. I love it so much. And then Rocky. And then we have Eunwoo just doing his thing. Man's just charming us with his vocals. Ta ta. Ga ga. But all in all, straight vibes, straight vibes. I can totally actually see them perform all these songs, you know, have a full-on concert, have these units come out and just straight jamming it out. Wow, I would love to be live in person, you know, hearing this song live in person for sure. But y'all, this was a great one. Let's just get into the next song now. All right, so this next song is called All Good. I'm seeing Rocky and Jinjin helping out in terms of the lyrics department, but on the production side, I love seeing that we got Jinjin on the production side working with Sam Carter and none other than No Mask Good. Now, if y'all not familiar with No Mask Good is a producer that I am familiarizing myself these days. I've seen No Mask Good on Elris's Summer Dream, as well as Weekly's Uni, that amazing B-side. But let's go. Okay, the whistling here on these piano chords. It's all good. Okay, starting off with Eunwoo. Ooh, quite groovy so far. Hey. Woohoo! Very bright sounding, of course. A song that you could play to brighten your day for sure. Jinjin. Hey. Sana too. Ooh, the horns here. Oh. Just how the alright is dragged. Unwoo. The bass here with the hi-hats. Back with the trumpets and the whistling and the bass guitar. No wonder why they perform this. This is so worth performing type of song. Definitely have to watch their performance of this after this first listen on my own time. But the vibes I'm sort of getting is, sure, this song is bright, but it's sweet, but it's cool, and but it's sexy at the same time. You know what I'm saying? It had referencing to their song, of course, but really I love the whistling to the song. Feels like they deliberately put this out early for us to really jam in the summertime. I mean, it's officially not summer, you know, but it is summer break for most of us, and oh my goodness, definitely adding to that summer playlist. All good, right? I love this song so much. It's definitely up there automatically with Butterfly Effect. It's got everything you want plus more, I think, is how I should describe it. Everything plus more. I love this side to Astro so much. Very bright, sweet, not too over the top, but there's a good mix of how they play off each other in terms of the lyrics department, even in terms of the rap verses, and how these ad-libs come out and so on. Okay, let's start from the beginning with this one. I love the chords here with the whistling. Then you hear the hi-hat. The hi-hats. Very atmospheric start. Starting with Unwoo. Love the bass guitar. So I've got to say, like, if I were to break this down, like, sure, it's so sweet sounding at the start with Unwoo, but then we get into, like, the likes of Rocky and Jinjin, it starts to sound quite cool, you know, starts to sound cool and badass, right? And then we continue. Woo. Oh, the It's All Good, and how the alright is dragged, the right. One chap, two chap. Love his voice every time. His voice just low in tone and all, and very deep. Oh, so good. Special edition. Oh. Hey. Sana definitely on the sweet line. I would even say rocky on the cool, but also I would say like sexy side to this song. Unwoo, still on the sweet side. Cool side would be Jin Jin. The horns too in this song, I would say I'm even leaning towards more specifically the trumpets in this song. Right here, hold. Do do do. I love how it's just there in the back. I wouldn't say do do do, but do do. And then later on, you can hear it even more evidently near the end. Even has that psychedelic guitar in the back too. And then we progress. Even before that. Okay, a little bit too full. A little bit too fast forward, but here. Alright, here we go. We become the perfect pieces of each other. Feeling complete. Yeah, feeling complete. Poetry at its finest by Unwoo himself. We love it. Feeling complete, yeah, feeling complete. 유난히 빛나는 지금처럼 너와 함께라면 alright. Make a special day. I'm feeling alright. I'm feeling alright. Kind of a vocal effect with Rocky than the alright off of Sana here. Now we're starting to hear the trumpets more. It's all good. So good. So good. All good is so good. That is it, yo. Oh my goodness. That was really good. That was just so refreshing to my ears. Definitely a song that I can play in the summer and even beyond. It just has that quality that it can be played beyond summer as well. But let's just get into the next B-side now. Alright, this next song is called All Stars. I'm seeing Rocky and Jin Jin taking part in the lyrics, of course, but I'm noticing the proof on this song. One name that really stands out to me, who has worked with Bobby on his latest album, his second full album, of course, and his title track You Mad, and for majority of his B-sides. So I'm quite familiar with the Proof's work, but let's go. Yeah. Okay, with the psychedelic guitar, totally bright sounding so far, and we'll see how. Okay, quite sweet. And I thought the previous track was sweet. Woo! Unwoo. Hey! Oh, just the warmth in their vocals. One to 10 A to Z.
주변선 그 앞에서는 나를 닮은 찬란한 너의 눈
Just how he delivers Hamka. Very funky. Rocky. Oh, such fun delivery. How long are you gonna hold that? Oh. Hey, every time is okay. Everyone is okay. Oh, and ending off with the drums there at the end. Wow. And I thought the other one was sweet, their previous one. Because, okay, but this is a different sweet, bright type of sound. And I love how they've shown like 3 different kind of sweet and bright side to themselves, okay? I say that because this one is not like sweet, cool, and sexy at the same time, you know what I'm saying? This is just very sweet, bright, and uplifting and fun at the same time, I've got to admit. Just how playful the delivery lines are, the lines and how those lines are delivered from certain members in the song and certain moments and certain pockets, so good. I really loved Eunwoo in this, I've got to admit, and Sanha as well. All stars, okay? Let me break down some instruments we're hearing in this. Yeah. Right off the bat, when you hear that psychedelic guitar, you know you're ready to jam it out. Because usually when you hear this kind of guitar, it's a type of song that you'll definitely dance to for sure. It'll get you moving. Let's go. And usually with this psychedelic guitar, there's usually slap bass going on, and I'm surprised it wasn't in this. And I'm completely fine that they did not end up adding slap bass in this. They just added regular bass guitar and other instruments as well. I got a dream. Or is it a slap bass, but not like really loud on the slap part, huh? Like a stomping sound right after the bass guitar work in this. One and only. Love the A's in the song. Just so comforting. MJ? Okay. Like I said, the warmth in their vocals. 1 to 10 and A to Z. Even the delivery from Jinjin, so fun with it. Yeah, just the bass guitar. With the psychedelic guitar. And then we continue here. Boys, how long are you holding those notes? Like, whoo! That is not easy to do, and I gotta listen to that again. MJ. Love Moonbin here. He's continuing it. Love the hooks in this song. Every time is okay. Everyone is okay. I am having a blast with this first listen. Oh my goodness, All Stars. What a song. What a song by Astro themselves, of course, working with people behind the scenes on this one. But let's just get into the next one, shall we? Alright, so this next song is called Our Spring. I'm seeing Rocky and Jinjin on the lyrics for this song. We love to see it, and especially Rocky in the production side, of course, with Obros and No Mas Good, who also took part in the lyrics to this song. Now, I've mentioned No Mas Good already, but Obros I'm a little bit familiar with, as I've seen them work with Priston way back in the day, worked with IOI, and also worked with Astro in the past before. So this song is probably gonna be good. I mean, considering also that how many songs they've been hidden throughout this first listen. I mean, pretty much all the songs I've been enjoying more than thoroughly, especially the one that I was hearing with No Mas Good earlier. But let's just go. Oh, I'm loving this so far. We're in the only couple seconds in. Where's this going though? Oh, Rocky with the snare drums. Jinjin. Just how the synths are done in this one. MJ. Ooh, the bass guitar. Your breathless appearance gradually reveals. Such a breathtaking song, I've got to admit. Jinjin, get that ish. We're going to Rocky this time. Wow. Love that ad-lib there. On a fluttering day. The motion too. Woo. Oh my goodness. I teared up a bit there, not gonna lie. Our spring. This is why I love music and started picking up music when I was young, because I really love how, music can have so many meanings behind, like, whatever artist is behind the song, I'm saying, in terms of lyrics and just the emotion that is being conveyed in music and all. And Our Spring near the end there got me quite emotional. A song that I've got to say right away that really, really comes through with the emotion and is such a meaningful song. I also, I really love Rocky in this one. I keep finding myself saying that. I think Rocky really shined this air. Now I think about it, even in their title track and his punchline rap verses. But Our Spring, definitely one of my favorite B-sides up there for sure. Now, whether it's the favorite B-side, probably not, but definitely up there. I can see myself listening to this song quite a bit, and just how it plays with my heart. Oh my goodness, this song. Okay, where do I even begin here? Okay, let's start with Moondin. Yeah, and then into Rocky. It's near like the start here, like the first minute. Here comes the wubs and dubs. We love to hear it. You and I, who didn't know what love was, the buds you planted will be flowers. Love that ad-lib. On a Fluttering Day. I really love that ad-lib so much. So much, so much. I think this ad-lib that's going on is from Rocky. Please correct me if I'm wrong. It really sounds like Rocky. Now, this is where things get quite funky and a little bit dark. With these hi-hats and this bass guitar, I'm like, oh, what a switch up in this song. The Sana. And then we go later in this song. Here we go. Here we go. How Rocky just picks it up here. And how he just slows it down ever so slightly. 안녕. Very emotional. Very emotional. And like the one line too, the buds we planted will be flowers. Word up. Oh my goodness. This album only gets better and better, does it, huh? This album only gets better and better. But let's just get into the next song now. So this next song is called Stardust, and I'm seeing Rocky and Jinjin again. We love to see it on the lyric side, but I am seeing Keegan and Rick Bridges. Now, Keegan and Rick Bridges, I've seen them work together in the past before, and they are, believe it or not, singer, songwriters, composers, and at the same time, rappers. I mostly vibe to Rick Bridges music at some point in my life, and I was like, where did Rick Bridges go? And I guess they're just doing a lot of production for many artists out there, so I'm not gonna be surprised if Stardust here is gonna be quite rap heavy, but let's just go. Oh my.
전부 다 포기해버린 순간 멀리 아주 잠깐 내 눈에 비친 stars 아무도 없는 이곳에 우연히 반짝인 그 빛을 따라 헤엄쳐온 내 비어난 space
Just the piano.
좀 더 가까이 다가갈수록 shining light 눈이 부시게 빛나 너로 밝게 빛나는 갤럭시 got me stargate 이제는 외롭지 않아 난 너의 품 안에 안겨
Ooh, the strings here.
머리 위로 쏟아져 내리는 밤 눈을 감아도 느껴져 나를 감싸는 starlight 낯설지만 아늑한 기분이야 너의 stardust 너의 곁에
That whale whale.
머물고 싶어 baby you are stardust 내 책감을 틀리지 않았어 지금 이 감정 하나만 봐도 네가 맞았어 내 곁은 오로지 너뿐처부터 붙어있을 때 알았어 그때 훤하게 사이로 비추는 행복한 날 봤어 만난 건 우연이 아닌 듯해 shooting star
Just so heartwarming the song is. So beautiful too. Moonbin.
낯설지만 아늑한 기분이야 너의 stardust 너의 곁에
So soothing at the same time, even though it's so warm.
baby you are stardust 누구인지도 여기 어딘지도 모르고 방황하고 있을 때 내게 다가와줘 너 밤하늘 가득 메운 황홀한 빛이 곧 방 안에 가득 채운 내
Shine my darkness that fills the room.
아무도 보이지 않았던 내 공허함 끝에 반짝이며 나타난 You are my everything 영원히 너의 곁에 눈을 감아도 느껴져 나를 감싸는 starlight 낯설지만 아늑한 기분이야 너의 stardust 너의 곁에 영원히 머물고 싶어 baby you are stardust
Aww. And then the odd music coming out from lyric videos, of course, but wow, I really love how songs have that. These kind of songs just have that instrumental break and end it off like that with the instrumental and really get you thinking there. Upon first listen, this song is so good. Y'all know I am a sucker for ballads, and you all know I'm a sucker for slow and tempo songs that are also not just that, but also meaningful as well. Really, Astro, you are our Stardust, I've got to say. I love how this showcases their vocals like really well. and we get to hone in on their vocals. Little vocal effects here and there, not too heavily. Mainly the piano kind of get up, but also with the implementation of like the strings in this were so good. Really, I mean it. Very heartwarming, beautiful, and consoling at the same time. And some moments got me quite sad, but wow. That's the power of music, y'all. It's powerful. It's powerful when it hits your soul too. That's just how it begins. Okay, so I really love how this song starts with Rocky, right? I couldn't see anything, I'm in dark, floating lost, where to go. Really just lost and all. The moment I gave up everything, far away, stars reflected in my eyes for a moment. Jinjin right here. That effect by Rocky, go along your orbit. Now we start to hear the strings. And just how the strings come through and crescendo like that with MJ. Oh! So good. Then we go in here. Then they bring it back with the piano, right? My intuition wasn't wrong. This feeling now. You were right just by looking at one. Only you are by my side. This is like the turning point, you know what I'm saying? Like it's... Ooh, it really hits even more. It really cuts deep. I knew it when I was stuck from the beginning. At that time, in between, I saw happy me shining. It doesn't seem like a coincidence that I met you, shooting star, your gravity pulls me. This is one of the lines that really gets me in the song, to be honest. And then we go further on here in the Jinjin after. Yeah. I love how both Rocky and Jinjin, when they're rapping, they're not like for the sake of rapping. They're sort of like doing it in like a storytelling kind of manner, you know what I'm saying? I love the percussion instrument in the back there, like a shaker or something. And then love that way. The forever line too. Dun, dun, dun. What a beautiful instrument, the piano. Wow. This song is gonna have a special place in my heart for sure. I'm gonna remember this song. Just so memorable, this song, Stardust, alongside the other B-sides that I'm really enjoying so far on this full album. But let's just get into the final B-side, and then I'll wrap things up and conclude things with my final thoughts, shall we? Alright, so this final B-side is called Byulbi, also known as Gemini. Now I'm seeing Park Sang-min in the works with MJ. Of course, we got Rocky and Jin, but let's go. Oh, the piano here. Ooh, the chimes. Oh my. I love the bit of hi-hat in the back there. Oh my! Okay, Rocky, with the piano and the strings here. Is it Jin? Oh, the harmonizing. What a way to end this second full album and this first listen. Byulbi, Gemini. Such a meaningful song. Very, very consoling and comforting, I've got to admit. And sure, I've said this in the past, and I said it in this first listen. I'm a sucker for ballads, alright? Whether they're pop ballads or not, whether they're slow and tempo songs or not, and I love me some OSTs. Sure, this song would work as an OST, but what makes it very extraordinary is the peaks in this song, the moments in this song that it has. It is everything, the moments that we hear in this song, the peaks in this song, and how it plays with us, and how the drum roll begins, and then how they come through with some of the members with their beautiful vibratos and all. So good. And the piano and the strings, like this song, and I thought the other one was a good ballad. This one was phenomenal. Bilby, Gemini, definitely one of my favorites. I don't know how many times I've said this in this first listen, but definitely one of my favorite B-sides on this full album. Sorry, y'all. Okay, we need to talk a bit about this song as well, Bilby. Okay, in the beginning, just the piano. Like, sure, you know, this piano got me, and the sound of that string and the chimes there. This cold night, in the night sky, and you who embraced me warmly. I was alone, but you get rid of my fear inside me like a dream. That layering there. That guitar there, the bass. MJ in this. Huge shoutouts to MJ taking part on the production side. He really went crazy on this. It was beautiful, so beautiful, his parts as well. This is where we first hear it, I believe. Let me see here. The drum roll, the epic drum rolls, or like timpanis that you hear in band performances, that roll of the epic drums into the breakthrough from Moonbin. So good. Always light me up. And then the epic drums again, but then with Rocky. We hear more of the drum kit usage here in the back. Let's actually bring this back though. I'm afraid the things I have barely been holding back will spill again. Seems I was afraid of like those tears I've been holding on. There was no time to feel sad. I had to keep the pain too. Whew. Oh my goodness. It's a lot to take in. Waiting became harder. Right? Waiting became harder. Now I have nothing else to do but to look for you. Seeing that my emotions can't hold on anymore. Oh, the strings. So good. And then we go on here. Here we go. See, usually I'd think it would start here. Now it starts with Moonbin. And then a bit of that guitar going on, yep, for sure in the back, and then it fades. What a first listen, y'all, and my first listen ever to an Astro album on my channel here with y'all. I know y'all have been waiting for this first listen. Sorry for the much delay, but I'm so glad I took the time to do this. Saw notable names on the track listing and heard amazing music by Astro themselves on this second full album called All Yours. To break things down, we started with Dear My Universe. Dear My Universe was a great start to this song, really. I love how they put that at the very front of this full album. And then we move on to Butterfly Effect. Such a title track worthy type of song that deserves a performance if there has not been a performance yet for Butterfly Effect. And then we move on to Someone Else. Oh, I love the units rolling out, Someone Else and SNS. Both songs being contrasting in a way. I can see people leaning more towards Someone Else. I could see people leaning towards SNS. But I think both songs are beautiful in their own ways. And SNS is like super fun with it and all. And then we have All Good. It's got your sweet, it got your cool, and it got your sexy. It's got a bit of everything, you know what I'm saying? And then we move on to All Stars. All Stars, the brightest song out of this full album, in my humblest opinion, right here. The with the psychedelic guitar and the bass guitar, yes, the bass guitar and the psychedelic guitar going on in that one. And then Our Spring, oh, I really love how it really connects to spring, but at the end of the day, I could listen to it beyond spring, right? Same with All Stars. It really sounds like a summer bop, but I could listen beyond summer, and I love it when songs have that quality to them. And then Stardust, okay? I really love how they worked hand in hand with Rick Bridges and Keegan on this. Totally was expecting rap heavy, but really went the opposite route into such a meaningful song that we could really hone in on their vocals, right? Like I said, just the simplest of things, such as the string instruments and the piano to do so, but sometimes the strings would be louder, sometimes the piano would be more prominent in the song, and I really like how it did that. There were nuances in the song. Then we ended off with Byobi, Gemini. Such a gem in this song. A beautiful, one-of-a-kind song that is super meaningful, very memorable, and all. And props to MJ really taking part in that song. And then Jinjin taking part in All Good. So, all in all, I really love how this full album is a real full album. And what I mean by that is, in mainstream pop music in the Western scene right now, there's a lot of full albums, say, that have 10 tracks, have even more than 10 tracks, like 16 tracks and so on and so forth, and they end up being stream type of songs, you know what I'm saying? Just for that value, you know, just to get streams and stuff for their music, for those respective artists, okay? And Luckily, we're not hearing that a lot in the K-pop scene, thankfully. I'm really glad that's not happening, although I've heard some full albums on my own time, or some full albums that don't end up making it here on the channel that do that to me. But thankfully, yes, Astro, they killed it in this one. 10 out of 10. Masterpiece of an album. All yours. Really love the influences here and there coming from the certain members, but most importantly, with the producers, singer-songwriters, and production teams that they've worked with, and solo artists that they've worked with, the range that they've worked up showed different sides to Astro. But even though I have yet to dive into a lot of B-sides by Astro, I think this really shows Astro's sound, but puts a twist on it here and there throughout this full album. And I mean that by they're keeping their signature sound, but showing different sides themselves. And I'm really liking that. Okay, it's kind of hard to do when you're having all sorts of different producers, singer-songwriters, soloists, and production teams taken part in this album on different tracks. I mean, sure, No Mask Good was here and there. I mean, sure, we have the likes of Royal Dive here and there, and also keeping it consistent with Jinjin and Rocky here and there. But it's really hard to do that, and most like full albums or mini albums at times try to keep it consistent for the respective artists by having the similar lyricists and all in the works. So wow, this album was done in such a well thought manner, in my opinion. And if I were to choose an exact favorite, really hard upon first listen, especially that this is a full album, but I would put Butterfly Effect. Butterfly Effect, All Good, the one that they performed, if I recall correctly. Butterfly Effect, All Good, Byulbi, also known as Gemini, and then I would put Our Spring, Dear My Universe, and then so on and so forth for my ranking for favorite B-sides in terms of connecting to my taste in music. Oh man, Astro seems to never fail to disappoint, you know what I'm saying? They do not disappoint at all. And yeah, now that I know in B-sides as well, I'm definitely gonna have to really keep up with their B-sides, go back on some mini albums, and of course their full album that I missed, and do a first listen to their first full album at some point when I find the time. But y'all let me know if you had any favorites on this song, or even have some sort of like ranking going on. Be sure to let me know. Be sure to let me know if you feel the same way about Butterfly Effect and Byulbi for with me here, and if you connected with some of my points or all my points during this first listen. But this has been Garrison. Be sure to like, share, maybe subscribe, as it helps out the channel so much, and it just warms my heart connecting with y'all about Astro and their music and so on and so forth. Please stay tuned for more Astro content. As it's the summer now, I will surely get more first listens to Astro done, but I had a blast. Surely this will end up being a really long video. Sorry for it, because I really love dissecting music when I need to. I really love music and all, and especially when I vibe to a certain artist like the means of Astro. But as I say throughout my videos, also, have a great day, have a good night, have a good afternoon, wherever you are. Stay safe. Promise me that wherever you are, please stay safe, and peace.